What is going on, everybody? It is your boy, your man, Stu back at it with another video. And today we're doing yet another toxic tier list ranking. And today we are going to be doing a tier list ranking of Star Wars characters. But before we get sexual, beginning of the video, what's up, guys? Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Because number one, it's absolutely free. Number two, also maybe I'll lead to algorithm recommend it to more people, and maybe they could join. And do feel free to comment your list down below as well. With that being said, guys, let's get right into it. And before we get right into it, here are the tiers. So we have best of the best, which means they are like perfect characters among one of the best characters in cinematic history. I'm guessing you all know who's gonna go up there, one particular one. Great means they come close to best of the best, but there's like a minor thing holding it back from getting into the best of the best tier. Toxic goodness means it was a good character. It was a solid character. Okay means overall they were a mixed bag. I don't know how to feel about them. Who are ya means who are ya? Like, I remember you, but I don't remember you being vital at all. So you go there. And then toxic trash means dumpster fire, the worst Star Wars characters. And I'm pretty sure we won't have any Star Wars characters that go into toxic trash, right? Yeah, there might be one. I saw one down there, I went, yeah, that might happen. Also, if you guys want my background on Star Wars, I watched all the movies, mostly the prequel trilogy, my whole entire life. So, yeah, there's that. So, I used to think I was a huge Star Wars fan, but I still consider myself a fan, but I'm not like a huge fan like I thought I was. So go easy on me if I put someone in a tier that you don't like, okay? Alright, first up we have Ahsoka. And Ahsoka, ooh, this one's tough. Ahsoka, oh, is there enough warning her in best of the best? Okay, I might change my mind a little bit later on, I don't know. We're gonna put her at the top of great for now, because we have a lot of hard hitters on this list. But Ahsoka is great. It's been a while since I've watched Clone Wars, but I remember her being a really good character. I remember, the one episode, Star Wars Rebels, where she's really cool in there and has that one final battle with Vader. I thought that was pretty cool. And from what I've watched out of the Ahsoka series, I haven't watched it fully because I've been burnt out on Disney Plus shows, not just Star Wars, but Marvel as well. So go easy on me, okay? But from what I've seen, she was pretty good. And she was pretty good in the Mandalorian series. I did actually finish that. So, well, I didn't finish the third season. But she was good in Book of Boba Fett and Mandalorian season 2. Whichever season she was in. So she goes into great. She might go best of the best. We'll have to see. The Ellie Sattler from Jurassic Park in Star Wars The Last Jedi. Who are ya? I mean, didn't she die? I don't know. I remember her not being a vital character. That's all I'll say. So she goes in Who Are Ya? Okay, this one's a tricky one because we have two variations of him. So I was a little bit confused when I saw both of them in here. I was going, am I going to rank them separately or am I going to judge them as one? So I'm going to rank them separately. And I'm going to just be talking about Anakin here, not Vader. Anakin, oh my gosh, okay. This is Anakin. I would just like to point that out. It is not Vader. Vader will eventually get to, alright? But Anakin still goes into great. I can't put him in best of the best because Hayden Christensen, even though he overall does get better in Revenge of the Sith with his acting. He does not do a good job acting in Attack of the Clones as Anakin. So, he is a really fascinating character, and you see his overarching growth throughout the prequel trilogy. I think is very fascinating. Also some of the stuff they did with the Clone Wars TV show as well with Anakin, I thought was really good, and his, of course, relationship with Ahsoka, where he's training her and stuff. So, yeah, Anakin goes into great. Anakin, remember? Okay, I just gotta point that out because I know some Star Wars fans can be a little bit on everyone. Next up we have Asajj Ventress. And remember, I haven't watched Clone Wars in a long, long time, okay? But I do remember her being like a great villain, though. I thought she was pretty cool. She's basically the opposite of Ahsoka, but this time managed by I think Count Dooku is her apprentice, right? I forgot. I don't know. I've been blanking out, but she's a good villain, so she goes there. She might go to Toxic Goodness. We'll have to see. Next up we got the Grogu, and Grogu goes Toxic Goodness. He's a good character. I will admit he kind of gets downgraded a little bit in Mandalorian Season 3, the little bit that I have watched. So, also, Book of Boba Fett didn't use him a whole lot, and then Mandalorian Season 2, like, he had a good send-off, and also he is just the definition of toxic goodness, where he's kind of a bad idea, but it still works. So, yeah, toxic goodness, and, yeah, he's a good character. He's a good character, okay? Alright, and he's very cute. If we were talking about cuteness with all these, like, if all these characters were basically just animals or cute little babies or whatever, it would go at the top of the S tier, okay? The best of the best. Anyways, Boba Fett. Okay, Boba Fett's gonna be tough. Okay. Okay. It's one of these two. I think I overall do like him more than Asajj Ventress. This is tough for me because, okay, in the original trilogy, that's the sequels after the prequel trilogy, he only popped up once, okay? And then, well, he had a little side role in Empire Strikes Back, but he actually gets a little time to shine in Return of the Jedi. Then he eventually comes back for Book of Boba Fett, okay? And Book of Boba Fett, I'm a little bit more positive on than most people. However, I'm gonna put him at the top toxic goodness. He is a cool character, but there's some stuff they do with him in Book of Boba Fett where it doesn't feel as if it's actually his show. It feels as if it's Mandalorian's show. So, so they kind of downgraded him. But I do enjoy some of the stuff they did with him where he was the main leader of the group or whatever. So, yeah, he goes there. Toxic goodness. C-3PO. Oh, C-3PO. This is tough for me, man. C-3PO. Even though he's a little bit annoying, I will put him great. He is annoying sometimes, but he is great. He's voiced by wait, right? Oh, what's that guy's name? Isn't he voiced by the guy that's in the original Planet of the Apes movies? That voices Cornelius? I think he is, right? Malcolm McDowell? I think that's what his name is. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or is that his brother? I don't know. Anyways, C-3PO, he has some fun moments. I think he's really funny in the prequel trilogy when he first gets invented. So, where he thinks he's naked. That's funny. So, well, when R2-D2 tells him he's naked. Second one, he is, okay. The third one, he doesn't really get used a whole lot. And then in the newer trilogy, he does get used decently. So, and also, I'm at the original trilogy. And then new trilogy, he only gets really a vital part in Rise of Skywalker. So, he's great. I'll admit it. BB-8 is good Toxic Goodness. I'll put him at the top of Toxic Goodness for now. I still prefer R2-D2, but he is a good little replacement for R2-D2, so he goes there. Next up we got Cad Bane. And Cad Bane is a great little side villain as well. I think he's really cool. Also the little moment with him where he surprises us all and he pops up in Book of Boba Fett. I thought he was really cool in that too. So even though Book of Boba Fett overall is a mixed bag for me, so he goes great. Oh well, Toxic Goodness, Toxic Goodness. I can't put great yet. I'll have to see. Why am I blanking out this guy's name? One of the clone troopers. I think he's good. I forgot what his name was, but I remember him being really good. So, well, until he eventually turned on Obi-Wan. So, yeah, he goes on Toxic Goodness. Or am I thinking of another one? I don't know. Anyways, next up we got, Andor. And Andor surprised me because in the first one, in Rogue One, I thought he was okay, but I think, Andor actually enhanced his character a little bit, where he's a decent character. No, hold on a second. No, no. Okay, there you go. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, add a row above. Alright, yeah, hold on a second. I should have probably thought about this because there's 50 characters on you. Decent. Okay, good. Andor goes right there. Decent. He's a decent character. Because overall, even though Andor was a really good show, it's still very slow. So, but yeah, he goes there. Chewbacca. Oh, that was a terrible Chewbacca impersonation. Oh, I don't know. I can't do it. Best of the best. Come on. Chewie's deserves to go there. He's one of the best side characters ever, so he definitely deserves to go there. No doubt about it. The blind guy from Rogue One, he was decent. He had a lot of funny moments in there, so he goes there. Darth Maul. Ooh, this is tough. I think he is best of the best because he is really cool. Fun fact, if you guys did not know, and if you're X-Men fans, he is actually played by Toad from the first X-Men in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. So there's that. For the live action movies, he only pops up in one. Well, actually, no, he pops up in two because he's in Solo too as a little cameo. So that was pretty cool. But for the original trilogy, I think he's for the amount of time we get him, which is the final act of the Phantom Menace, he is cool there. Also, and then once that ends, you get a little bit more fleshing out with his character in the Clone Wars, which definitely helps elevate his character to best of the best with the stuff they do with him in that whole entire series. So yeah, Darth Maul goes best of the best for me. Count Dooku. Ooh, this is tough too. Are all of the wait, share? No, I don't want to share it. Why is that popping up? Okay, just trying to make sure it goes away. Okay, what the heck? Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. Please tell me that goes away. Count Dooku. Yeah, I'll put him best of the best, but he'll probably be low best of the best. I'll just tell you that right now. He is, of course, played by Sir Christopher Lee, and he does a phenomenal job in Attack of the Clones, being a really good villain. Also, in Revenge of the Sith. For the little moment we get him, he's cool too, even though he kind of feels one note. But Clone Wars definitely helps make his character go to best of the best, like it did with Darth Maul. So, yeah. Oh, Darth Vader. Oh, we know where he's going right here. No, you know where Darth Vader's going. I mean, he's definitely up there for, like, one of the best characters in cinematic history. I'm not gonna... Is anyone gonna argue with that? Do I need to say anything else? Darth Vader. Best of the best. Easily. Krennic? Something Krennic. I forgot what his name was. But he was a pretty good villain. He was a pretty good villain for Rogue One, and he is played by Ben Mendelsohn, I think. That's how you pronounce his name, right? And I think he's an underrated actor, and I think this is by far his best performance, so he does really good in here, so, yeah. Darth Sidious, honestly, probably one of the most underrated villains in cinematic history. He goes right here. I'm basing it off of characters, by the way, not overall how they are as a human being. Because Darth Sidious, Darth Maul, and Darth Count Dooku would probably go toxic trash. But anyways, Darth Sidious as a character is the true villain of the Star Wars movies, and he is definitely one of the best villains out of the franchise. And even though they bring him back in Rise of Skywalker for a stupid reason, somehow Palpatine has returned. It still is stupid. But everything else in the prequel trilogy, they helped build out his character a whole lot. And then in the original trilogy, that you had the little glimpses of him that you get helps build him up for his eventual in-person appearance in Return of the Jedi, with that final battle between Luke and Darth, where Darth ends up turning good and sacrificing himself for Darth Sidious. Next up, we got Ezra from Star Wars Rebels. Ezra, I think, goes into great. Again, I haven't watched Rebels or Clone Wars in a long, long time, okay? But Ezra does deserve to go there. He's even in the Ahsoka TV show, so... but I haven't watched it fully yet. So, but yeah, he's a great character. He's basically the new Luke Skywalker, but they do a couple of things where he stands out a little bit more, as he stands out a little bit different than Luke, where he does have his own characteristics and he's not the exact same. So he goes there. Finn, I'm gonna put him decent. Because the first movie, he's really good. Second movie, he's okay. And then the third one, it feels like he kind of got sidelined, to be honest with you, unfortunately, for Rise of Skywalker. But Force Awakens, he's really great. The Last Jedi, he's okay. And then, yeah. So, because Rise of Skywalker kind of ruined everything for most of the characters. General Grievous. I was trying to do his little thing, you know. Grievous goes into one of these three categories. I think he does stand out on a character on his own, so I'll put him great. He has very unique design about him also. That whole entire backstory I thought was fascinating, how he killed Jedis to get their lightsabers. So, yeah, he goes great. General Hux. Do I put him toxic trash, or do I put him more okay and be nice? Okay, I'll put him okay, just because the whole entire battling heads with Kylo Ren, so he goes there. This guy, okay. I'm gonna add another row above. Hold on a second. I forgot. I never got to the episodes of Clone Wars that he was in. No, not Clone Wars. Rebels. He was in there, so I can't rank him, unfortunately. But yeah, he goes there. General Tarkin, General Moff Tarkin, right? He's a good side character. I'll put him in the toxic goodness tier. He's played by the guy that plays Sherlock Holmes, and he does really good as Sherlock Holmes and General Moff Tarkin as well. Han Solo, we know where he's going. Han Solo easily goes right up into best of the best. I'll put him right there for now. I think that's really good. Do I need to say anything? And also Harrison Ford plays him masterfully, so yeah, he goes there. This girl from Star Wars Rebels, she's actually played by Ewan McGregor's wife in the Ahsoka TV show, which I find interesting, so that's cool. Yeah, Toxic Goodness, I remember her being cool. But I can't really say much more about her because, again, I haven't watched Rebels in a while. This guy is on the ride at Star Wars at Disney World called Star Wars Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. So that's the only thing I'll be judging him off of right now, and he's decent. So because I don't remember him from anything else. If he's from anything else, let me know down below. Jabba the Hutt, again, if we were talking about human beings, he would be right here. But he is a decent villain, though. He is very gross and grotesque, but, he has this whole entire gang and family, so that lives on throughout the whole entire series, following up his character. So he goes decent. He's decent. Jango only popped up in Attack of the Clones. So Jango goes. Do I put him above his son? No. I'm gonna put him at the top of decent because again, he's only in one movie, but he is cool though. But he's basically just a ripoff. Just a ripoff Boba Fett to continue that little story. So yeah. Jyn Erso from Rogue One, decent. She's not one of the best characters in the Star Wars franchise, but she's decent. He's voiced by Alan Tudyk. He goes into great. I think he was seriously. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I think by far he's probably the best character out of Rogue One. And he has a lot of comedic lines. So, and he's a little bit more of a, he's kind of a, more powerful version of C-3PO. So he's cool. Kanan, right? Kanan, I remember being a really great character. I remember his death. I cannot speak. See, whenever I talk for a long period of time, my nose gets stuffy, so I kind of stumble upon my words. But I remember his death being very, very, very sad. So Kanan, do I put him best of the best? I don't know. I'm putting him at the top of great for now. Kylo Ren. Okay, Kylo Ren's gonna be a mixed bag for me. I'm gonna put him decent, but they do something because in the first movie he's kind of a ripoff Darth Vader, but then for The Last Jedi, I think they actually make him a little bit of a better character, even though Last Jedi I still think is bad, but it still I think does a good job with Kylo as a character in that. And the Rise of Skywalker, there's moments, but they make a weird turn with his character where him and Rey are in a relationship, which that to me is still questioning, like, why? They always seemed like cousins or something like that. And then they say, oh, no, they're lovers now, only for 5 seconds. So, he goes decent. Can't go any higher with him. Lando goes into the great tier as well. He deserves to go there. And Solo, surprisingly, let my opinion on his character go up a little bit more because I think, why am I blanking? Oh my god, Donald Glover. Donald Glover, I think, plays him really well. So, and I think is better than, I don't know the actor's name, but better than the other guy as Lando, which I know that's a hot take, but that's my hot take. Luke Skywalker, come on now. We know where he's going to. Luke easily goes right up into best of the best. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. I'll put him right there. Mace Windu. Mace Windu, bro. Mace Windu is fire. He's going right up there in best of the best, too. He's put Samuel L. Jackson plays him really good, and that's probably... Yeah, I'll probably say top 5 best Samuel L. Jackson roles. He's real. He doesn't pop up a whole lot throughout the prequel trilogy, but he is still cool. Also, in the Clone Wars TV series, helps elevate his character a little bit higher. So he goes right here, and also his purple lightsaber is really cool too. So he goes there. Mandalorian. Oh, this is tough for me. Mando, oh boy, this is tough. Mandalorian, I think I'm gonna... It's one of these two. Okay, he probably will be low best of the best. I will admit. He's not gonna go any higher. The relationship with him and Grogu carries his character. So he is going right there for now. He might go below, maybe a little later, I don't know, but he goes right there. We got Maz Kanata, decent. She's funny, so she goes there. Obi-Wan, we know where he's going to. Obi-Wan, we are going to put right up into best of the best. I will put him right besides his right beside his brother in Anakin or Darth Vader. And hopefully Ewan McGregor comes back as him again soon. Because even though overall Obi-Wan Kenobi was disappointing, I still thought he had it as Obi-Wan, and I kind of want to see him have his own movie. So, Obi-Wan, yeah, he goes best of best. Padme, tax to goodness. Good. She's alright. No, I'll put her at the top of decent. She's alright. She's on an alright love interest for Anakin, and then, even though that age gap is incredibly weird, where they both got goo eyes for each other when she was like 16, and then Anakin was, I don't know how old they were, okay, but still, it was a little bit awkward. But the relationship between them two is good. Poe. If this would have been Force Awakens, I would have probably put him in good. But now I'll put him at the back. No, I might put him lower, to be honest. I'll put him at the back of decent for now, because the last two movies do not help build up his character at all. So he goes there. Not Padme. Leia easily goes into best of best too. I thought her sacrifice was pretty decently done for her in Rise of Skywalker, so she goes there. Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon, even though he pops up once, I think he is really, really cool. And he's played really greatly by Liam Neeson. So he definitely goes best of the best too. I wish we saw more of him in the movies, but it is what it is. And I think he's in the Tales of the Jedi TV series, right? Because I did watch that TV series, but I forgot if he was in there. Yeah, so he goes there. R2-D2, we know where he's going to. R2-D2 goes right up into best of the best. Awesome character. Rey, I'm sorry. I'm going to put her okay. Again, if this would have been the first movie, I would have probably put her in Toxic Goodness or something like that. But in The Last Jedi, they do some stuff with her that's pretty decent. But Rise of Skywalker really drags her character down for me. So she goes there. Rose, is that where I can't forget. I can't remember her name. But I just remember her being there, so she goes okay. She had some moments in Last Jedi that I thought were good, but everything else forgettable. And she might as well not even be in Rise of Skywalker, because she only pops up like once or twice, but that's pretty much it. So, why am I blanking out on her name? Anyways, Sabrina, is that what her name is? Oh my gosh, I don't know why. I'm tired, don't mind me. I've been talking for a long time, okay? She goes Toxic Goodness. I think she's really cool, so she goes there. Darth Maul's brother, Savage Opress, right? I think he's a great character too. And his death was pretty tragic, so, in Clone Wars, so he goes there. You remember when I said that there might be one that goes into Toxic Trash? Sorry. They were making him to be this big threat for the new trilogy. And then Last Jedi comes around, and then he gets killed off like that. And then there was also a theory that this was going to be Mace Windu, all just burnt up and scarred. Yeah, that went out the window. No, it's not Snow. Snoke goes there. Snoke goes there. And then Yoda, of course, we all know where he's going to. Yes, best of the best, yes. It's the Yoda impersonation started off well, then it went to crap. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, that is my tier list ranking for all these Star Wars characters. Be sure to let me know what you guys think of the list down below, and also be sure to let me know your list down below as well. But with that being said, guys, I'll see y'all next time, everybody. Peace.